Alright gang, coming up, non-title tag team action with the Rage Television Tag Team Champions Wilcox and Hollywood, backed up by Faye Crawford, the Fairfield Fox, facing Eddie and Ray, the Gunz brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following non-title tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the Fairfield Fox Faye Crawford at a combined weight of 442 pounds, they are WL Rage Tag Team Champions, Tommy Wilcox and Oliver Hollywood.
Fairfield Fox leading the Rage Tag Team Champions, making a surprise appearance on Snarl as they get set to compete against Mr. Ringside and El Jefe in this non-title matchup tonight. And, as usual, we're favoring Wilcox and Hollywood here, given their current forward momentum.
Their opponents, accompanied by Rossi Flowers at a combined weight of 475 pounds, Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz and El Jefe Ray Gunz, the Gunz brothers.
And well, the Gunz brothers are just coming off the losing end in their rivalry with the Psychodelics, so that's why I'm favoring Wilcox and Hollywood.
And Wilcox and Hollywood are red hot right now, and not just as a tag team. Hollywood and the Cocoa Beach Wonderkind have been really doing well, even in singles matches lately. Eddie and Ray are gonna have their hands full with these quick, high-flying partners.
It'll be Hollywood and Mr. Ringside starting us off in this tag team matchup. Non-title, of course, Tom Kanamura rings the bell. Ollie takes a shot at Tom Kanamura. I'm not sure what that was about. Mr. Ringside with a hard right to the midsection. Oliver Hollywood. Oliver Hollywood counters with a kick. Another, a hard right, a second. Mr. Ringside goes around the back door, delivers a set of kicks to the leg of Oliver Hollywood. Oliver Hollywood counters with another kick and a standing drop kick. Takes Mr. Ringside down to the canvas. And here comes Tommy Wilcox, the Cocoa Beach Wonderkind. Wilcox picking right up with a DDT. Picking right up where his partner left off. Beautiful rebound moonsault by Tommy Wilcox. Mr. Ringside on the canvas and starting to take a little bit of a beating here. Wilcox makes his way to the top right turnbuckle. Here we go. Big time leg drop right across the chest of Mr. Ringside, Eddie Gunz. Wilcox rounds up Eddie Gunz. There's a kick to the leg, a kick to the side, a hard right hand, a left, another right, a slap across the chest. Mr. Ringside up against the ropes. Eddie Gunz counters with an elbow, a hard right to the midsection. Look at this, Wilcox with another clever go-around takes down Mr. Ringside. Here's a cover. 1, 2, well, that's a pretty early near fall right there. El Jefe Ray Gunz being shown the outside by Tommy Wilcox. Mr. Ringside still laid out, and here we go into an armbar from Wilcox. Well, Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford, watching her fellas work here. Mr. Ringside with a series of hard lefts to the face of Tommy Wilcox, gets himself free of the hold. Kick to the midsection to Wilcox. A knee, a right, a kick, a double shot to the gut. Mr. Ringside with Wilcox up over the shoulders. Hard right hand, spinning discus punch takes him down. Here's the tag. Here comes El Jefe Ray Gunz. Tommy Wilcox laid out near his team's corner as El Jefe moves in. Locks it up with Wilcox. Has him up over the shoulders. Takes a little walk with him towards the corner. Boom! Head first into the turnbuckle and down goes Wilcox. Rebound off the bottom rope. Moonsault from El Jefe. Here's a cover. 1. Well, not just the one this time. Mr. Ringside watching his brother work. Stretching Tommy Wilcox, the referee watching things here. Wilcox gets himself out of the hold. Here's a kick. Here's a chop. Here's another kick and a drop kick to the knee. Takes El Jefe down to the canvas. Off the top rope moonsault from Tommy Wilcox. A stomp, a kick. And Wilcox starting to open up here on El Jefe Ray Gunz. Non-title matchup here, of course, but all the same. Look at this. El Jefe puts on the brakes but still gets taken down by Tommy Wilcox. Standing moonsault from the Cocoa Beach Wonderkind. As Rossi Flowers looks on, her boyfriend's starting to take a little bit of a beating here. Here comes Oliver Hollywood on the tag. El Jefe tags in his brother, Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz, and Oliver Hollywood. Hollywood quickly countered by Mr. Ringside. Up over the shoulders goes Hollywood. Hung up on the top rope. Down he goes. Eddie Gunz tags in his brother again. Tag early, tag often. The motto of the Gunz brothers. Here we go. El Jefe whipped to the far right corner. Oliver Hollywood quickly countered with an elbow. A kick to the leg from El Jefe. Hollywood counters with a kick to the midsection. They lock it up. Front cradle. And look at it. Whoa! Thrown out, but over the top rope like a bag of trash. Out goes El Jefe. Here comes Tommy Wilcox again. Ray Gunz finally getting up to a standing position here. But here comes Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox catches a kick to the midsection. And what are we going to see here? Up in the powerbomb position, but Wilcox with a couple of hard shots to the head of El Jefe gets himself out of that spot. Ankles round the head, and here goes the Hurricane Rana, and there goes El Jefe Ray Gunz. Wow. This one's going to be intense, all right. Wilcox back in. Referee counting El Jefe. El Jefe playing to the fans here in Wilkes Barre. Kick to the leg, a chop, another chop. An elbow to the face of Tommy Wilcox. A hard right hand spins him around. El Jefe goes behind. German release suplex to Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox counters with a dragon screw. Takes El Jefe down to the floor. Turns him over. Wilcox goes into a heel hook stretch on El Jefe Ray Gunz. El Jefe rounded up again by Wilcox. Wilcox rams him into the apron. Delivers a set of shots. Another set of violent shots here. A chop across the chest. El Jefe up against the barricade. Ray Gunz having some difficulties here. Again, bounced off the barricade like a pinball. And down goes El Jefe. Catches a kick to the midsection. And a slam of the face down into the floor from Tommy Wilcox. All the while, the referee still counting. Wilcox quickly countered by El Jefe. They lock up, kick to the midsection. Wilcox, look at this. Salida del Sol on the outside. Nicely done. Wilcox rounds up El Jefe. El Jefe counters with a kick to the leg. Another kick to the other leg as El Jefe Ray Gunz makes his way back inside the ring. Referee continuing to count Tommy Wilcox. Look at this. Well, now that did not work out too well for El Jefe. High-risk maneuver fails to pay off. Wilcox back in the ring. The count started all over again. Wilcox countered by Mr. Ringside. Whoa, what a kick over the top rope to the face of Tommy Wilcox. El Jefe back in the ring, delivers a set of kicks to the head, steps out, turns it over to Mr. Ringside, Eddie Gunz. Tommy Wilcox finding himself in a little bit of a spot here. A knee to the leg, and another, and a third. Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz putting the boots to the Cocoa Beach Wonderkin. Tommy Wilcox locked up by Mr. Ringside, taken to the Gunz Brothers corner, head first into the turnbuckle. He goes. Wilcox counters with an elbow, gets himself out of the spot. And one more time, another Hurricane Rana, this time to Mr. Ringside. Wilcox gathers up Eddie Gunz. Hard whip to the far right corner. Here comes Wilcox. Sets him up on the top turnbuckle. This is not going to be good for Eddie Gunz. Whoa, there's Salida del Sol off the top rope. Wow. Wilcox really starting to show off here. Tommy Wilcox escorts Eddie Gunz to his team's corner. Head first into the turnbuckle. He goes. Here comes Oliver Hollywood. Here comes a double team from Wilcox and Hollywood. Double snapmare stereo kicks to the chest. And look at this. Oh, man, wheelbarrow senton as Oliver Hollywood takes over for his team. But Eddie Gunz right there counters with a dragon screw. Takes Hollywood down to the canvas. Hollywood rolls it up into a small package. Shut up, one. Just a one. But that was really cool. Oliver Hollywood makes with the hard right hands to the head of Eddie Gunz. Wilcox watching as his partner goes to work here on Mr. Ringside. Eddie Gunz elbows to the midsection from Mr. Ringside. Hollywood counters with a forearm as Oliver Hollywood tries to take momentum back from the Gunz brothers here. Snaps the arm on Mr. Ringside, winds him up, takes him down. Look at this. A knee to the chest as he continues working on that arm and drops a knee on it. Oliver Hollywood with wrist clutch stomps to the chest of Mr. Ringside, Eddie Gunz. Well, now, Oliver Hollywood definitely looks like he's turning the momentum around here. Winds up the arm on Mr. Ringside and snaps it. Oh. Oliver Hollywood beating it out of town, turns it over to Tommy Wilcox, Mr. Ringside. Crawling towards his corner. Here comes El Jefe on the tag. Ray Gunz and Tommy Wilcox both missed their move on that one. El Jefe goes behind on Wilcox. A shot to the back, a whip into the corner. Up to the top turnbuckle goes Tommy Wilcox. Looks like this is going to be a little bit of payback. El Jefe with a wheelbarrow bulldog. Oh, man. Wilcox lights might be out. A stomp to the shoulder from El Jefe Ray Gunz. Ray Gunz tags out, turns it over to Mr. Ringside again. Tommy Wilcox got all of that top rope bulldog. He might not be doing too hot right now. Mr. Ringside with a running boot to the face of Wilcox. Down he goes. And just one more time, the momentum shifts in this non-title tag match. Wilcox back on his feet, shoves Mr. Ringside away. There's a kick. Wilcox locks up Eddie Gunz. One more time, he's going for the Hurricane Rana. Down goes Mr. Ringside. Tommy Wilcox calling for it. Standing moonsault on Eddie Gunz. Wilcox charges. Whoa, that was beautiful. Did you see that? Man, Mr. Ringside took a ride on that one, and I think he might be out to lunch. Wilcox goes for a cover one. Wow. Eddie Gunz making his way back to a standing position, catches a kick to the head from Wilcox, locks up Tommy Wilcox, has him up over the shoulders. Ooh, discus punch from the fireman's carry. Mr. Ringside flips Wilcox over. Look at this. Whoa. Sets him. Oh. What a modified Samoan drop with a spin. Eddie Gunz tags in El Jefe. Tommy Wilcox has had the wind knocked out of him. El Jefe Ray Gunz escorting a knocked out Wilcox towards center. Covers and hooks the leg. One, but too close to the opposing team's corner. Eddie Gunz pitches Hollywood to the outside. Wilcox catches a kick to the head from El Jefe. Rebounds off the ropes. Tries for the Hurricane Rana but doesn't get it. Tommy Wilcox just sidestepped him. Wilcox whips El Jefe over the top rope, out onto the apron, hangs him up the top rope and out onto the floor goes El Jefe Ray Gunz. Indicating to the fans that he's all right despite that happening to him. El Jefe drives Wilcox into the ring steps. Meantime, Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz trying to choke the life out of Oliver Hollywood. Just slightly off camera. A little payback right there from El Jefe, a little Salida del Sol of his own. Hoisting Wilcox on his own petard. And here goes El Jefe back inside the ring. Tommy Wilcox stunned. Oliver Hollywood back on his feet, and he has taken out Eddie Gunz for the moment. El Jefe waiting for Wilcox to get back in, but he delivers a kick to the back of Mr. Ringside on the outside, with the referee still counting. Hard right spins Mr. Ringside around. Full Nelson suplex from Tommy Wilcox. El Jefe takes it to the outside. Wilcox raining punches on the head of Eddie Gunz. El Jefe going after Oliver Hollywood, but all in vain. Makes his way back inside the ring. Referee still counting. Wilcox. Fireman's carry. Gutbuster to Eddie Gunz. Whoa! Hollywood tried to go topside, but wound up catching a knee. And El Jefe with a moonsault fails to connect with that high-risk maneuver. Wilcox back inside the ring. Tries for a stunner, but no. Running boot to the face takes Wilcox down. El Jefe covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Again, another near fall. This non-title tag team matchup has been pretty crazy so far. There's a stomp, there's a kick. El Jefe Ray Gunz that's becoming a little frustrated. Makes his way quickly to the top turnbuckle. Tommy Wilcox standing center ring. El Jefe changes his mind on the high risker, goes behind on Wilcox. Catches him up in a fireman's carry instead. Hangs him up the top rope. Simple but effective, and here comes Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz again. As Wilcox makes his way to the corner, here comes Oliver Hollywood on the tag. Hollywood, tried for the right, but a little too slow. Up against the ropes, Mr. Ringside delivers a kick to Tommy Wilcox. Has him up for a powerbomb, but again, Tommy Wilcox refusing to go for the right. A couple of hard shots to the head. Oliver Hollywood goes behind. Catches a couple of elbows from Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz. Oliver Hollywood sidesteps the running kick from Mr. Ringside, misses the drop kick on his own. There's a stomp to the shoulder from Eddie Gunz to Oliver Hollywood as El Jefe Ray Gunz comes back in on the tag. Oliver Hollywood back to a standing position, catches a kick, a chop, and another one, and an elbow to the face from El Jefe. A kick right to the side of the head. Double knees to the face. Down goes Oliver Hollywood. Well, now, come on. Double leg drop to the lower abdomen. A rebound off the middle rope. There's a beautiful crossbody and a cover. 1, 2, but only a 2. Oliver Hollywood still in the game. Tried for the moonsault, caught a couple of knees instead. Oliver Hollywood back up on his feet. El Jefe momentarily stunned here. Oliver Hollywood takes him to his team's corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes El Jefe. Leg draped over the middle rope. There's a kick to the calf from Oliver Hollywood. Hollywood locks it up with El Jefe again. Up over the shoulders in the fireman's carry. Aim just right. Snake eyes right across the top turnbuckle. Down goes El Jefe. El Jefe Ray Gunz being assisted out of the corner. Nice alley-oop assist from Ollie. Oliver Hollywood with a kick to the back of El Jefe. Makes his way back to his corner. Here comes Tommy Wilcox again. El Jefe is laid out on the wrong side of town and in kind of trouble here. Whoa, here we go. Elbow to the face of Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox counters with a kick. Winds up the arm on El Jefe. He's taking him for a little walk towards the corner. All the way up off the top rope. Beautiful Japanese arm drag from Tommy Wilcox. Again, Wilcox and Hollywood, they're not the Rage Tag Team Champions for nothing. Beautiful drop kick from Oliver Hollywood. And here we go. Oliver Hollywood smelling blood in the water here. He charges. Stalker kick to the side of the head of El Jefe. Hard right spins El Jefe around. But this right here, whoa, what in the hell was that? That was a beautiful, beautiful move right there and into a, oh man. Mr. Ringside right there to spoil the party, but Oliver Hollywood goes for the cover. The ropes are right there, so that's no good. Off the top rope, moonsault fails to connect. El Jefe locked up one more time by Oliver Hollywood. Goes behind for the neck breaker and nails it. Down goes El Jefe Ray Gunz. Oliver Hollywood turns it over to Tommy Wilcox. And this match is starting to run out of time. We got less than 5 minutes left to go. Wilcox standing on the middle rope, waiting for El Jefe to stand himself on up. Here we go. Double axe handle right across the back of the head of El Jefe Ray Gunz. Wilcox rounds him up, locks him up. El Jefe counters with elbows to the midsection of Wilcox. Ray Gunz sets him up, snap, suplex, and a pin. Look at this. 1, 2. Again, close but no cigar. Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz brought in on the tag. Tommy Wilcox standing center ring waiting for him. Rebound off the ropes that does absolutely nothing. Well, now, shot to the midsection from Wilcox. Locks up Mr. Ringside. And again, the Whirlicane Rana for Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz. He's got to be tired of taking that ride tonight. Wilcox turns it over to Hollywood. Mr. Ringside charges, misses with the kick. Oliver Hollywood catches the kick to the midsection instead, and another. Here we go. He's setting up the flatliner, and there it is. This could be the end right here. Here's a cover from Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz. 1, 2. Shut up! How did Oliver Hollywood kick out of the flatliner? I don't know, but here comes El Jefe Ray Gunz. And he's smelling blood in the water. Wilcox watching as Oliver Hollywood gets set up for the figure 4. El Jefe locks in the figure 4 on Oliver Hollywood. Oliver Hollywood intro. He is tapping out. It is all over. The Gunz brothers defeating Wilcox and Hollywood in this non-title tag team matchup by submission. Let's go get the official time from Buck Morton.
The time, 17 minutes and 10 seconds. Your winners by submission, the Gunz brothers.
There's your shock upset of the night. I was sure Wilcox and Hollywood were close to securing the win, and if not, at least a time limit draw. But surprise, surprise, El Jefe scores the tap out from Ollie with just about 2.5 minutes left on the clock. As for us, we'll be right back after the break.